What's going on, everybody? You're listening to the Decision Hour with Adam and JD. I am JD. As always, the man, the myth, the legend. I know, I'm awesome. But with me, as always, is the man behind the mirror. There's really no camera pointed at him, but Mr. Adam Bird's back in town.
What's up?
What's going on, buddy? How's your trip?
Man, it was awesome.
You went to D.C.
D.C. Yep. I hit up the East Coast and caused a ruckus, what I do best. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't do like the tourist thing, did you? Just carry a camera around?
No, not at all. Didn't have time to do that. It was all about business, business and family. I stayed out with my East Coast family out there. Mr.
ABC,
Sam,
BBD.
Yep, Sam Cachola and family, and got to see Carl while I was out there as well.
Outstanding.
And just had a blast. It was I love going out there. I love seeing those guys. Had a I guess I can announce it now, but I had a meeting with the Student Veterans of America while I was out there. Great organization. If you haven't heard of them, shame on you. Look them up, studentveteransofamerica.org. And it looks like we're going to be partnering up with them, doing some work with them.
See, that's awesome, man. And that says a lot, not only about them, but it says, the type of organization that we are.
Yeah.
When we can go across the country and an organization is ready to sign up with us, man, that's absolutely phenomenal.
It really is. And before we get too far into the show, let me just say thank you all for listening tonight. Make sure you check out all the shows on the Vets On Media Network by simply going to www.vetsonmedia.com. I'd like to thank our network sponsors at this time. We have Patriot Heals in New York, which is a nonprofit organization of upstate New York. They're doing a lot of great things for the veteran community. We have Heroes Vodka. Make sure you drink responsibly. We have Black Flag Firearms, Military Marketplace, as well as militarypoloshirts.com. And new to the network, but not a stranger by any means, is Reality Realty out there in the Virginia area. You can check them out by going to www.virginiaheroes.com. That's reality. I can't even talk straight. Reality Realty, Virginia Heroes. Make sure you check them out. And that is Sam Cachola's company there. He's got a phenomenal team, and they work with people across the country, real estate agents all over the country. So if you're making a transition, you're looking at moving, and you need help finding a home, that's the guy to go to. I tell you what, right now, that's where I send all of anybody that I know that's looking, I send them to Sam. He does great work, hands down. That's best in the business.
Yeah, and we've had Sam on this show as well.
Yes, we have. Yeah,
and he did one hell of a job, man. So big shout out to Sam Cachola, Carl I. You mentioned a big shout out to everybody out there on the East Coast. Yeah, man. So we're growing, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, we may be in a brand new studio here soon. Can I announce that? I just did.
You already did. We're hoping. Find out kind of tomorrow or Thursday, the next couple of days, if we're gonna be in a new studio. And it's pretty exciting stuff. A lot of stuff going on. We got some new faces that are going to be joining us here in the next week or two as well. So, so much stuff going on in the Vets On Media Network and not only the network, but the family. I mean, we're kind of a tight group, and we're here for the veteran community.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great things that are going on in the community, and nobody really knows about it. You don't see about a lot of stuff going on in the mainstream media, and that's why we're here. We want to make sure that we get that out so everybody knows, not just the veteran community, but the world as a whole knows what's going on with us.
Absolutely, man. I got to say, I did miss you. I say I missed you.
Yeah. Right. We got it on recording. That's right.
I did.
It's good to be missed.
Yeah, I mean, boss man. So, a very, very good friend, Adam Bird. So, real quick, while we're on shout outs, shout out to Radio Daddy number 2, I guess we'd call him, is James Fawbush.
Yes.
Still healing. And,
yes.
So, man.
And I gotta say, the big man picked me up from the airport today, and it was great seeing him. And,
good.
He's getting better, and our thoughts and prayers are always with you, big guy. So
absolutely
picking me up.
But we did miss you, man. I mean, you missed some of my skill on the golf course. I actually had a witness for this 133-yard shot between two trees, over another tree, over the water, over these 15-foot high, like I don't know what they were, just water bushes or whatever they were, and right onto the green. I don't know how I did it. Couldn't replicate it, but it was beautiful, and I had a witness doing it. It's Joel Cheney. But the real skill showed when I hit a house 3 streets over. That was phenomenal. All right, so let's get into it, man. This is the decision hour, and today we're actually covering one of the main questions that I always get. There's a lot of eager people out there, which some of you will probably listen today. That you want to run your own business, but you're a little scared. You're a little nervous. You need to have a game plan put in front of you. You need to have certain steps, certain things to go do. I mean, we're military, and so we're so used to, hey, go take this hill, and we go take the hill. Well, me, I'd go and set up a radio antenna on the hill. Yeah. But so they asked me, said, what do you use? What resources do you use and whatnot? So I'm going to open up my book, and I'm going to let you know, once you make that decision, you make the decision that you want to change and that you want to create your own life. You want to get out of the cubicle environment. There's certain things that you need to do, and there's certain things you need to get set up to create a solid footprint on the internet. I mean, we've got a saying within our community that if you don't have a website or a blog, you are homeless on the internet. Yeah. So the first thing that you want to do is you got to get that blog up. You got to get that blog up and running. And that's where we're going to take the first segment here today, along with a couple other tips. But the first segment deals specifically with your blog. Okay, this is what is going to attract the most people to you. This is where they're going to go to find out what it is you're talking about today. This is what you're going to email out to your list. This is what you're going to use to market and advertise on a daily basis. So, which is why it's the most important piece of equipment that you can have as far as being an entrepreneur. And I can tell you this, not every blogger is a millionaire, but I pretty much guarantee that every millionaire business person has a footprint online. They either have their own blog, they have their own website, and that's what draws their traffic. So the important thing is that once you get this up and running, you want to make sure that you're not just putting, regular stuff on there as far as stuff that doesn't matter to your niche or just, 1 or 2 lines and you call it a day. All right. Leave the 1 or 2 lines for your Twitter accounts and stuff like that, which we'll get into. But I've got 10 things that you need that has really helped my business. There's 10 things. When you're writing your content, there are 10 things to look at. Okay. The very first thing is you want to make sure whatever it is that you're writing, it's actionable. And what I mean by that is somebody's going to come to your blog. They're looking for something. They're looking for a solution to their problem. They're looking for something to get from you. So what you're going to do is you're going to give them something to do. Okay. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that one thing that they need to do, that 2 things that they need to do in order to get moving and in order to bring traffic. So what you do is you're going to write stuff that's actionable. So, for example, one of my blogs, and you can read it too, and I'm actually getting most of this information off of this blog that I wrote. It's called 10 Steps to Getting Your Content Noticed. And you can see this entire blog in depth at themotivatedmindset.com. But so first step is actionable. All right. They can immediately use this information and implement it. All right. So in our industry, it could be, 5 things you always want to put into a blog. It could be, 6 steps to creating great SEO. Something along those lines, something that they can go to and they can get this information and they can run with it to improve their business. Okay. The second thing is you want to make sure, number 2, you want to make sure you have what's called evergreen content. What's evergreen content? Evergreen content means that they can read your blog today and it still holds value 2, 3, and 4 years from now. So I'm not going to go on and write a blog about why I think, Tom Brady's going to get away with his punishment in the NFL. It's great for right now, but 3 years from now, nobody's going to care because the verdict's already come down. It may have gone that way. It may not have. If it doesn't go that way, then everything I wrote is completely irrelevant. So you want to make sure that the same stuff that they read today is something that they can use 2, 3, and 4 years down the road. All right. Another thing, stop writing essays. Don't write essays. All right.
How long? How long should a blog be? Like the average?
The average blog is about
how long?
1,000 words. Real simple. 500 to 1,000, I would say, is
I
real
thought you
good.
said don't write an essay.
No. I'm talking about a college level essay.
Oh, okay.
That's a Dear Diary type thing, which you should be well aware. Dear Diary, I just came back from Washington, D.C. All right, so stop writing essays. All right. The next thing, promote your content. Promote it. All right. What you want to do is you want to go out and you want to create a list of about 100 bloggers and then ask them to tweet or send out your content. All right. It's a lot easier to tweet than it is to comment. And a lot of the blogs these days, especially WordPress, you have plugins in there that just has a button. I know about blogs got buttons for Facebook, for Twitter, for Google Plus, and for Pinterest. And all they got to do is click the button and you go ahead and log in and send it out. It takes maybe a minute or two. Now, if you ask them to read the whole thing and then put a big comment on it, most bloggers and most business people, they don't want to take time to do that because they work for themselves for a reason. They want to get out and enjoy life. So the more that you ask of them, the less that they're going to be doing because they're in it for them and their families. All right. So it's kind of selfish for you to tell them to take up a Sunday and, go through PowerPoint by point and, tell them to comment on each one of them, whether or not they like it or not. It's so much easier to just say, hey, can you tweet this out to your group? All right. It may be the same content that they usually look for. All right. Comment on other blogs. One of the great things about Empower Network, if you don't know that, I actually work with Empower Network. Adam works with Empower Network as well as, running about 97 other different things. He's a very busy individual.
I am.
But one of the great things about us is we've got Facebook pages and whatnot where the community comes together and we actually post, hey, I wrote this great blog today. Go ahead and check it out. And you can go in there from time to time, pick out one or two, read on it. Maybe you'll learn something, hopefully. And then you just go ahead and you do a quick comment on it. All right. And then in turn, they'll turn around and put a quick comment on yours. It's called one for one. So why not? Right. The other thing is, and that's, kind of step number 7 as well as number 5. I'm going to skip over 6 real quick. Number 7 is network. Which is create a relationship with fellow bloggers, and that's basically how you do it. All right, you want to go in and share their stuff. You want to tweet out their stuff. You want to put it on Google Plus. You want to put it on Pinterest. You want to put it on Facebook. Okay, say, hey, check out this cool blog by my friend. Check out this cool blog by Adam Bird. Check out this cool blog by JD. I got a lot from it. And you put it on there. It takes like 2 seconds, and that creates rapport among the community. Okay. Mention people in your blog posts. All right. Now, if you're in a niche that's widely covered, okay, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you also give them a shout out within your blog. All right. So I learn a lot of information from Neil Patel. A lot of people know who Neil Patel is. He's actually one of the top entrepreneurs in the world. He has quicksprout.com. Lawrence Tam, who I'm actually attending an online seminar as soon as our show is over this evening. LawrenceTam.net. Justin Varengia, hippiejedi.com. We'll talk about that one later. And then, of course, Tracy Walker. Tracy Walker Speaks. She's been an awesome an awesome guest on our show as well. So when you talk about, other people and you give quotes and stuff like that from them and what they're doing, you also want to give a shout out to their website. Okay. Guest posting. So what I used to do is I would write on other websites. I wrote for GI Jobs for a minute as their veteran entrepreneur. And that also gets people to go to your content. They'll go to for example, they'll go to GI Jobs, but in my bio, it says for more information from this author, go to themotivatedmindset.com. Okay. And that also helps you get traffic to your content. Number 9, start collecting emails. And I'm going to cover this more in depth here after the break. But you can't run a business unless you have prospects. All right. You have to remember, if you're like me, my memory absolutely stinks for the most part. So, if I talk to somebody, either I need to get their business card or I need to write down their information immediately. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember them, unfortunately, unless they do something that's just really, really memorable. But if I just bump into them and have a casual conversation with them, I remember faces very well. But I can't send an email to a face. So you want to make sure that you have their information. Okay. And I'll talk about email marketing a little bit more a little bit later on in the show. And the last thing you want to do is you want to create a group. You want to create a group that has to do with your niche.
What do you mean a group?
Okay. So you want to build a community. Okay. So for example, Adam.
Yeah.
Glad you asked. You are a single dad.
Yes.
If you haven't done so already, I would go on like LinkedIn or create a Facebook fan page, which I'll cover here in a little bit. That's just for single dads who want to have a better life, who want to be able to spend more time with their son, their daughters, their significant other, whatever the case may be. You want to set up that group, and you want to make it a help group.
What if I don't know a lot of single fathers?
Well, it's very simple to market. Very, very simple to market. And that's like a whole new show.
Okay.
Which we've got a few minutes in the later segments when I talk about that on effective ways to market.
Okay.
But I know we're coming up on a break. So you want to create a group of like-minded individuals. Okay. One of the best things that helped me out, believe it or not, and it was Tracy Walker that said this. It was on one of our conference calls where she said, and pretty much her exact words, maybe not exactly, but she said, if you're an idiot who likes funny colored hats, there's a million people out there who also like funny colored hats. You just got to get out there, create your footprint so that people can come and check you out. So it doesn't matter what your idea is, as long as it can help somebody or create a solution to something, they're going to find you. But if you don't have any content out there, they're not going to find you. Okay. You got to have content out there. Get content out there. You'll be all right. Bonus tip. You can go to, if you're tight on time and, I don't blog every single day. I need to get better on that. And I'll be the first to admit that. I've got a lot of content on my stuff, but I need to get better at blogging every single day. But if you don't have time, you can get a good blog written for 10 to 15 an hour. You can get a really good blog written for 20 to 25 an hour. And it's all done on www.problogger.net. Problogger.net. All you got to do is tell them what your niche is and what it is you think your target audience is and what it is you're selling, and they will write the blog for you. So if you don't have the time, you got to invest money. If you don't have money, you got to invest time. And as far as time, we're up on a break right now. We're going to come back. I'm going to talk about some of those free resources and affordable resources that I use to promote my business. We'll be right back.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864 0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face to face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Veterans served us, now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsofnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on the vetsonmedia.com network. And there you listen to Decision Hour with JD and Adam. Sorry, got a little lost in some communication. Fan pages. All right. A lot of times when people say, you know, I got to get more information out there, I say, well, how many people do you have on your fan page? I say, what the heck's a fan page? Well, basically, what it is it's basically another Facebook page, but it's set up as a business page. And it's real simple to set up. Okay, if you're on Facebook, you hit that little down arrow, and then you just go down to where it says create group, and you click on it. That's pretty much it. It's not that difficult, but one of the easiest things to set up can be one of the most powerful tools that you use. However, it's kind of the same thing as your blog. If you're not always putting good content on there and content that people want to come and see, there's over 1 billion people on Facebook. All right. So there's always going to be people that can come to your page. But if you're not putting decent content on there, nobody's going to come to your page. Okay. If you're just putting nonsense, they're going to block you from their timeline or just unfriend or unlike. So you want to make sure that you always have good content on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so that's one of the free things that you can use, Facebook fan page, and you can advertise extremely cheap on Facebook by doing what's called Facebook PPC, pay per click. Okay. I've run ads for $100 a day. Everybody's like, what the hell? I thought you just said cheap. I've run ads for $2.50 a day. Okay. Because I knew that I didn't need that much to pull in my target audience for that day. Okay. I've made $100 off of a $2.50 advertising day. All right. It just depends on who your target is. And if you need more information on how to actually find out who your target market is and how to approach them on Facebook, you can get in touch with me, JD at vetsonradio.com, or you can email us at thedecisionhour@gmail.com. Myself, Adam, will be more than happy to assist you with that. And I can show you how to stop wasting money by simply clicking boost post $20 send. For $20, you should be making at least that back. If you're not, then you need to tweak it. And I can give you a class on how to do that. It's actually not that hard. All right, so Facebook fan pages. All right, another reason why you want a Facebook fan page is because your friends and your family will hate you if all you do is throw business stuff on your personal page. This isn't one of those organizations. The organization that me and Adam are in, this isn't one of those organizations where it tells you to go out and get 5 friends who get 5 friends who get 5 friends, and all of a sudden you're rich. That doesn't happen. Okay? A legitimate business is not run that way. And that's why we don't do that stuff. Now, do I post stuff on my personal page? Yes. But I post stuff like quotes of the day, motivational stuff, things like that. I'm yet to get on there and say, everybody needs to sign up for this right now. Don't do that. That's annoying. Okay. You're going to start losing friends by doing that. That's why you have your fan page. That's when you promote the greatest thing to ever come out in network marketing, or however you want to promote it. That's also kind of annoying too, because people can kind of hear the cheesiness through the words. But yeah, so your fan page is to separate your business from your personal stuff. Okay. Even though one of the things that I do, like if you were to sign up for my email, the first thing that you will see on the first email, it says, hey, get in touch with me so that we can talk about your vision. All right. About the possibility of you becoming an entrepreneur. And I do that because I want to show them, one, that I'm a real person, that I'm a human being, and I am truly here to help. Anybody that hides their personal stuff is only in it for the money. That's it. Okay. So fan page and personal page, 2 different things. Fan page for the business, personal page for your personal stuff. Okay. All right. Now, Twitter. All right. Same thing. You want your Twitter account to be to your niche or your niches. Okay. I recommend no more than 2 to 3 niches. No more than 2 to 3 target markets. So, for example, what I'm talking about is I run a group called the Veteran Network. Okay. And the target is for veterans who are a little bit tired of the 9 to 5, because we fought for more than that. And I'm not trying to sound self-righteous, but to me, sitting in a cubicle all day and then going home and then going to bed and then getting up and doing the exact same thing is not what I serve to protect. That is not the lifestyle that I dreamed of, that I sacrificed for, that my friends sacrificed for, my fellow servicemen and women sacrificed for. The reason why I wear this black ring on my trigger finger. That is not what they sacrificed for. They did not sacrifice for you to spend 40 years locked up in a cubicle and then retiring to what's supposed to be a great life when you should have started a great life 40 years ago. So make sure that you cover your niche. That's one of my target markets. The other target market that I have is people that are stuck in their cubicles, because I've been there. I hate it. Can't stand it. I don't understand anybody that likes that type of job. Lawrence Tam is a former engineer. He had that job. That's what he went to school for. Hated it. Got out. Killing it as an entrepreneur. I can't wait to have him on the show. He's going to be awesome. That's my second niche. My third one, sports. If this isn't your first time listening to the Vets On Media Network, you know I love sports. I've got a show tonight along with myself, Aaron, Brent Kerrigan, and Joel Chaney if he's not doing softball. He'll be here tonight to talk some sports. And so that's one of the things that I love to do. And so those are the 3 people that I target. Okay. And I target them because I can relate to them. Okay. So if you don't know who your target market is, look in the mirror. There are people out there that are just like you, that hate working in the cubicle, that love sports, and that has served their country proudly and want more out of life. So again, if you're not sure who your target market is, look in the mirror. It's right there. There's 1 billion people on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. you're going to find some people that are just like you. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. So Twitter accounts, same thing as fan pages. Keep your personal ones separate from your business one. Okay. And you send out good content. All right. Make sure that you're sending out good content. YouTube, another free resource to use. Let me tell you about YouTube. Don't piss them off because they will lock up your account.
You sound like you got some experience, and I'm sensing a little
Hostility coming from my side.
Just a little bit.
They didn't lock down my account. They gave me a warning. I did a video when I first started out. When I very first started out, I'm like, ooh, I got to tell everybody how we get paid. So I did a video on account plan. Not the smartest thing to do. YouTube, whether it's legit or not, they'll automatically mark you as a scam. Doesn't matter. All right. If it doesn't come from AT&T or Disney or some big corporate business that's already, had boots on the ground, they will mark you as a scam. And basically what that meant was I couldn't record my Google Hangouts on there. I could still download stuff on there and stuff like that. But because I did it for a Hangout, they went ahead and locked that down for 6 months. But I'm up and running again. I know I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
At first I was mad at them, but then I was like, wow, that was a real stupid thing to do. Even though I saw other people that were doing it, that's how I got the idea.
Yeah.
That was a pretty stupid thing to do. So, you learn. All right. There's no such thing as failures. There's only feedback on how to reassess and move forward.
Right.
So YouTube, video is king. If you can talk on camera, you have got it made. I kid you not. People will more than likely want to watch a video rather than to read a 2,000-page blog, which is why
it's already proven.
It is.
It's already proven.
It is. Which is why, a lot of my blogs, I've got a video intro that talks about what's going on in the blog. And then if you want to read it, go ahead, but I pretty much just told you. So, that's just the way it is. If you can get really good at video and doing Hangouts, doing shows on air and things like that, you'll be awesome. Video is king. Podcast. You see where I'm going with this one, Adam?
Yeah.
Podcast.
Podcasts
are great. And why? Because people can listen when they're working out. Usually, like if they're trying to watch something, they're not working out, they're not driving, they're not doing any of that. But if you've got a podcast for them to download, like you can here at podbean.com and for iTunes for the Vets on Media Network,
boom.
All you got to do is just plug it into the car and
listen to while you drive.
Listen while you drive. Dave Wood always says, turn your car into a classroom.
Yep.
Now, I only live 10 minutes from the job. My lessons are kind of short. No pun intended. However, when we drive like to Vegas, then we'll be going around and doing, the audios and whatnot and bettering ourselves, which, by the way, the next event, if you want to join us, is at the Red Rock. Never been to the Red Rock, man. Adam, have you been to the Red Rock in Vegas?
No.
Apparently, there's a Red Rock there.
Probably.
And they built this beautiful casino, also known as Red Rock. And it's about 10 minutes from the Strip, 5 minutes from the Strip. Not bad. So that's where we'll be at the end of July. And if you want to join us for our event and just get, a life-changing experience, get in touch with us. We will teach you how. And believe it or not, the tickets for the 3-day event are cheap as hell. For what you learn, you should be paying thousands and thousands of dollars for this stuff. You won't even pay close to that. Matter of fact, you won't pay thousands of dollars for your room, the event ticket, probably gas to drive up, maybe your round trip ticket, plane ticket, depending on where you're flying in from now, because I know we got some teammates from Australia and England and stuff like that. So, but if you're in the States, wow, it's a great trip. It's an awesome weekend. and you can really come and get some valuable stuff out of that. But moving forward, LinkedIn. Adam, you do a lot of business on LinkedIn, right?
Yes, I do.
How? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, it all started years ago. Actually, ironically, it did start years ago when I was with a marketing firm, and my boss at the time was like, create a LinkedIn account and start making contacts with people, and that's what I did. And a lot of my contacts are either through some type of social media realm or military. They're veterans or active duty, or they're some type of lead generation. Entrepreneurs is another big one of mine, and I probably am in, I don't know, about 30, 35 different groups, roughly, on there. And it's going in, seeing what people are saying, picking up what people are saying, making contact, reaching out to, businesses and stuff like that. A lot of them, some of them, in fact, a lot of the first 2 years, the money that Vets on Media generated came from LinkedIn, just through my contacts that I had on there. LinkedIn is a great resource. I've hired people from LinkedIn before, just going off of that and piggybacking off of the resume that they email me. So LinkedIn is a great source, to reach out to people. You'll meet a lot of business oriented people, and it's whether you're looking for a job, a new career, or you're looking for advice in a particular area in which you are about to embark on. It's a great place to get advice as well.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding. Yeah. And Neil Patel, again, I had the opportunity to listen and speak at our Impact event. Was it Impact or Unleash? It was in Orlando, Florida. We have an event about every 3 months, and Neil Patel was our guest. And he said that he makes more money off of LinkedIn than Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram combined.
I believe it. I really do. I believe that.
So he's currently on a mission right now. If you want to follow Neil Patel, he's on a mission on how to create 6 figures a month from scratch on a brand new website, brand new niche, without using any of his prior resources. And I'm following along with him. He seems to be doing pretty well. So he's definitely a guy you want to follow on. Now, before I talk about this last free resource, I got to throw out an income disclaimer here. Any amounts that we actually mention on this show are used strictly as guidelines and to tell you what is possible to be made with us in our industry. The work from home industry is multi-billion-dollar industry. Okay. So anybody out there that doesn't think you can make money online, you're absolutely insane. Now, there are some scams out there. There's a lot of scams out there, unfortunately, but there are a few legit ones. And we just happen to be one of them. So, but to see our average income disclaimer, you can go to empowernetwork.com/income. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I got to give a shout out to Alex and Anna Zubarev, the Zoobs, as we affectionately call them within the network. Adam, guess what income mark they just hit in the last week?
Did they hit the 1 million?
They hit the $1 million mark in our company.
Very nice.
And they are like $1 million ringers, number like 17, I think. There's 17 millionaires in our industry, and we're only on our 4th year. There's people out there that are with like, oh yeah, definitely. There's people out there that are with like Amway and that make money with some of the other legit companies that are making 10 grand a month, and that's considered killing it in those companies. They just crossed the $1 million mark. So congratulations to Alex and Anna Zuber. But you want to know how Anna does it? She does it with Instagram. I kid you not. She does it with Instagram. She is the queen of Instagram. And she is absolutely phenomenal. And then Alex uses like LinkedIn and some of the other resources, but she does a majority of her income on Instagram. So again, those are the free resources. We're going to come back with some of the affordable resources here in a second. Let's go ahead and take another quick break. We'll be right back with the Decision Hour on the Vets On Media Network.
Veterans served us, now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsofnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help. Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552. Or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Decision Hour with JD and Adam on this beautiful, beautiful day in Phoenix, Arizona.
It's hot.
It's a little warm.
It's hot.
It's a little warm. But I talked to a friend of mine today where they still got the slopes open, so near them. So yeah, no, I can't. Do
I heard that it
snowboarding.
snowed up north a couple days ago.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Did it rain here at all?
It rained here.
Okay.
It did rain here. Yeah, you missed a little rain. You know what we need to do? We need to go ahead and give a shout out to those that
Yeah,
help
real
us pay the
quick.
bills.
Listen, if you're already listening to the show, that means you were on the Vets On Media Network page. Simply go to www.vetsonmedia.com. Check out all the shows that we offer on the Vets On Media Network, as well as check out some of our great sponsors that we have. Patriot Hills in New York, a great nonprofit organization, upstate New York, doing wonderful things for the veteran community. We have Black Flag Firearms. I mentioned Vets On and get a discount on their brand new rifle that they make. Is awesome. Go to militarymarketplace.com. Get all your memorabilia stuff printed out on cups, T-shirts, pins, jackets, etc. You can also go to militarypoloshirts.com and get your own Vets On Media polo shirt or hat made. You can go to also Heroes Vodka. Make sure you drink responsibly. Travis McVeigh has done a wonderful thing. A lot of the proceeds, I think 25% of every bottle that's purchased goes back to a veteran organization. But remember, we want you to remember, please drink responsibly. And then AR 500, can't forget those guys. Wow, those guys are great. Make the body armor suits. And those guys are freaking cool. Went down with the arms room guys and we did an indoor range live show and tried tearing up some body armor, and the body armor won. And then last, certainly not least, our new network sponsor that we have is Reality Realty, VirginiaHeroes.com. That is VirginiaHeroes.com, Reality Realty. Give Sam Cachola a call. If you're making a transition, you're looking to buy a home in the Virginia, DC, Maryland area, or you're in that area and you're looking to purchase a home out west or down in Florida or whatnot, get with Sam and he can get you linked up wherever it is that you're going. He's got a network like you wouldn't believe. We call him the Don of the East Coast when it comes to real estate out there. So make sure you check him out.
All right. So moving on, some of the affordable tools that we use to help us with our business. And again, you can use this in any business. All right. So if you're, selling custom made hats or whatever the case may be, the last thing that you want to do is just go and spend $1,000 on the look, of the website and things like that, because you don't need to. There's a great place that I frequent for dozens and dozens of services. That's called Fiverr.com. And the reason why I love Fiverr.com is because every single service on that page, whether it's making an intro video, whether it's making a logo, whether it's intro music, our intro music was custom made for us for this show for $5. And so you can get pretty much anything done, the small things that you need, whether you need a logo for your Facebook page, your fan page, you need a logo for your podcast, whatever the case may be, you can get it done on Fiverr.com for $5. All right. So save that money for your advertising and things like that. Don't go out and just spend, thousands of dollars on a logo. You really don't need to. Okay. There's a lot of people out there that'll hit you up. Everything starts at $5. There isn't a service on there that you can't get for $5. Now, if you want additional stuff done and whatnot, it may be another additional $5, an additional $10, an additional $20, depending on how in depth you want to go. But no, I've out of all the services I've done, the most I paid is $5 plus 50-cent tax. Excuse me. So that's Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Extremely easy to use. You got to have some sort of an email marketing system. If you're running a business, you're running a legit business, you need to know how to contact your people. If you write an awesome article or you got a sale going on this weekend or whatever the case may be, you need to be able to get that information out to your prospects. It's the only way you're going to make money. You can't just set a page up and just expect people to miraculously show up. Okay, this isn't Field of Dreams. All right. People aren't just going to show up in their car at night and sit around the sides of your business and just buy for no reason at all. Okay. You got to let them know that you're out there. All right. So get your content out there and email it out to your list. And a few of the very easy to use email marketing systems. First one that I use the most is Aweber, AWEBER.com. $25 a month to get like 1,000, 1,500 prospects. Okay. Same thing with GetResponse, all one word, GetResponse. MailChimp is another one that's out there. There's about a dozen. I'm not going to go into all of them, but those are the three preliminary ones that most people frequent. Again, I use Aweber. I can actually do a class on Aweber. So if you have Aweber and you're not sure how to use it, get in touch with us. All right, at thedecisionhour@gmail.com. Okay. More than happy to help you out. Some other resources, a little bit more money. You can get them for anywhere between between like 15 and like $60, depending on what you're trying to do. Now, when you go online and you're looking for something, there's sometimes like something pops up or it takes you to a page that says, enter your email here to watch this great video. That's called a capture page. All right. You want a capture page because that's how your people are going to go to your email list. And there's two resources I've used, one a little bit more than the other. One of them is called leadpages.net. Leadpages.net, LEADPAGES.net. And I'm not trying to make any money off of you right now, because if I was, I'd send you my affiliate link because they have an affiliate program too. Right now, I'm just trying to tell you where to go. Lead Pages allows you to actually create customized capture pages. Okay. And you can do a lot on that. It's just not just about capture pages. If we wanted to, I can set up our own personal background and everything on lead pages and play this Hangout as a replay and then send it out to everybody. And at the bottom of it, it says join here. And it would have a link to us. You can do so much stuff on lead pages, and it starts out at just $37 a month. If you want the affiliate program like I have, it's like $67 a month, or you can do the annual. You do save a little bit of money doing annual. I just do it by month. I don't know. I like monthly subscriptions. So lead page is a great way. The other one is called ClickMagick. ClickMagick also has a way that you can create capture pages. I personally, again, would highly recommend lead pages because it does a little bit more. But ClickMagick basically gives you a way to create your own links, and it also tracks how many clicks and whatnot. Now, lead pages also does the same thing. Okay, so basically, you're going to use those resources to see how much traffic is coming in, how many people are clicking on it, how many people are actually converting over to sales. Okay, so that way you can see which one of your capture pages are working the best. You can do this on both of them, by the way. ClickMagick is a little bit cheaper, but it doesn't have as many different things that you can do as lead pages does. But I've used ClickMagick on occasion. Okay. Let me see here. That's pretty much it as far as the affordable resources go. Can't think of, Adam, you got any more off the top of your head that you've used?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, you covered the big ones, and those are all great resources to use, especially when you're just starting off. People, a lot of people, and if you're, I want to say cheap, but if you're,
you're tight on a budget.
If you're very tight on a budget, there's some like the they're great resources that are very cost effective and some that are free that you can use to get things going
right
on there, and then look into that. Make a wish list.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
Yeah,
make a list like I'm going to hit this goal here, and then I'm going to upgrade my services here so I can reach more people.
And there's other resources out there. I actually have another resource that I use, and I'm not going to go into it because it's not quite the most affordable one. But through that one, I've got a list of over 10,000 people that I market to almost on a daily basis. So if you join in with us and you start to get your business going, I'll share some of those other resources to use, some of the more in-depth, more high-tech resources. But for right now, you don't need those. We're just trying to help you jump in and get started.
Make a decision.
Absolutely.
Make a decision.
Make a decision. Get your blog, get your website, whatever it is you're doing, get your footprint online and get it set up today.
Hey, why don't we tell the folks what we got going on next week?
Next week, we've got a very, very special guest. It's a single mom by the name of Janine Hernandez. Wait until you hear her story. Her why is so powerful, and I don't want to spoil it, but she gets to travel the world, and she gets to spend time with her son, and that is awesome.
Nice.
And she's always posting pictures of the ones that say you should be here. I'm like, yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Janine's a very attractive young lady. So she'll be on the show, and can't wait to have her on for next week. That'll be next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait to hear her story. I love hearing the success. Now, I don't have any children. The Lord has not seen it in his way to give me children.
The Lord has blessed the rest of us.
By
ensuring Jeff does not
I don't know. My idea of punishment is like do push-ups, and after that, go run laps around the house. I'm okay with just fueling kids up with sugar and candy and everything else, so they just run around for 2 hours and they just completely pass out.
Nice.
They'll be in bed the entire night.
That's funny.
Because they're just done. So if you need me to babysit, I'm jacking them up with candy. They're going to run around for the next 3 hours, but they'll be sleeping through the night.
On a Friday night.
Absolutely. So I am not for babysitting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for myself, for Adam Bird. This is the Decision Hour on the Vets On Media Network. Look forward to Vets On Sports tonight with myself, Aaron, and Brent, and possibly Joel if he's not doing the softball thing. That is at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern. So till next week, That's the decision hour, ladies and gentlemen. Make the decision and get started today. We'll see you later.